Alrighty, what is going on, guys? Okay, so today I'm going to be doing some market analysis, kind of checking out the SPY chart. I want to check out some other tickers that I've been looking at as well. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, turn the notification bell on if you like my videos. It really pushes out the channel. I'm really trying to push my channel out there, so I'd really appreciate it. Now, this is my Discord. Again, I talk about this in every video, but I meant like if you're not in the Discord, you got to be in the Discord. We're killing it over here. We had a 22% winner today, $250 there, 245, and then we also had another one. We've been holding these shares for about 4 or 5 days, something like that, and they are. Oh, that's not the right one. They're over $200 right here. $200, about an 8% win there. Okay, so we're killing it here in the Discord. So again, click the link in the description. I have a link in there and go check it out. So now let's go to TradingView. Now the FOMC minutes came out today, and basically, man, it's getting kind of crazy. They're not opposed to a rate cut, and they're not opposed to a rate hike. So it kind of sent the SPY coming down a little bit off of the top. We were sitting here at 689 ish, I believe. Let me zoom in. Yeah, 689 here at the top. That came out, FOMC minutes came out and sent us back down to 686. Okay, so as you can see, I drew this line today. We've been holding the support level. It's just been sideways chop. Look at that. We broke a little bit below here, but for the most part, we've just been chopping around. So, but again, today we did hit this 675, 675.75 level, and we bounced right off of it. We came back into the channel. That actually we bounced came back into the channel yesterday, and then now we're trying to go higher. Okay, so now first thing, let me turn on all of my indicators. Basically, first thing that I would see is we're sitting right on all of these EMAs. Okay, you got the 9, you got the 21, and I believe this is the 50, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure what EMA that is. Let's see. No, let's see. Oh, it's the 50. Okay, I had a feeling. Okay, so we're sitting right on these EMAs. Okay, so this usually acts as the support or resistance. In this case, it's resistance. So in my opinion, again, this is strictly my opinion. Nothing I say is financial advice. Always do your own due diligence. But in my opinion, this could have been a relief rally. I would hate to say that. I hate to be a bear right now, because I feel like a lot of portfolio. My portfolio is in the red. I'm down, a good amount of money in my long term portfolio. So I feel like a lot of people are down right now. Um, so but I hate to be a bear, but I have a feeling that this was kind of a relief rally today. Again, I hate to say that, but it just kind of felt like that, and we started to come back down. Now, I did start shorting. I'm actually that Tesla put. Hopefully that does even better tomorrow. Like I said, end of the day, down up $250. I'm not sure. If my community, I'm sure some people took some profits off the table. Really good win there, but again, that could still be in play for tomorrow. So for me, again, I'm looking at basically for us to hold this structure here. If we were to break this 681 level, then we could come back down. Excuse me, sorry. Busy day. We could come back down and test this level here. This has been strong support here at 675. So if we were to break this 681 area, we could come back down to the 675. If we break that and we start to close daily candles below that, that's where it's going to get crazy. Okay, so this would be a bounce zone for me. If again, to come back down here, bounce it, test it, come back up, and hopefully come back and test this upper channel here. But again, we're going to have to see. But that's what I'm looking at. Basically a break or a hold of this 681 level, a break or a hold of this 685, 675, 85 level, and then this resistance at 695.90. Okay. Okay, now one more thing I wanted to mention about SPY is just the fact that we have some bearish divergence on the daily time frame. Okay, and what that means is basically when a stock price goes up but you see the RSI and the MACD go down. You see volume go down, okay? And that's basically what we have. I mean, we've basically been sideways, but I mean, for the most part, I mean, again, I mean, as you can see, it's up, okay? And as you're looking at this is the RSI right here. RSI, we're going down. We're making lower lows here. MACD, we're going down, okay? And actually, just to kind of point that out, again, we're going down, we're going down, and then on the, oh shoot, oh, it's not on that one. And then on the RSI as well, again, as you can see, we're going down. Okay, so that is what you call bearish divergence. And again, stock price is going up and volume is going down. So, it could be to where we get a pullback. That's what I'm kind of expecting. Let's see tomorrow. Let's see if this seems like this is strong support right now. So we could hold this support, and that's what I'd be looking for. But we're gonna have to see how the markets open up tomorrow. It is Wednesday, so we'll see how the markets open up tomorrow on Thursday. Okay, so another one again. I've been talking about you for a while now, and it looks like we had a breakout today. And as you can see, I said this in my previous video that basically we're barely hanging on. And then basically the other day, we broke below it, but we wicked all the way above the channel, which is what I wanted to see. So I'm glad that we did that. I've been buying some shares here. I bought a little bit at 22, and then I bought today at 2019, something like that, $19, $19.50, $20. And it looks like we're breaking up to the upside. So hopefully we can pass the 9 and the 21 AMA for some more upside. That'd be great. My average is like 20.50. So, I mean, we're at 21.34. So I'm in profit just a little bit. Okay. And again, I will say, don't sleep on the Discord. I mean, I provide levels in the Discord as well. We're not just doing alerts, we're providing levels. And I mean, if you would have just bought at pretty much every level that I've said, you would have found yourself in a good position. Nothing I say is financial advice. Nothing I'm buying is financial advice. Just always do your own research. This is for all the stuff that I'm doing is what I'm doing. If I'm charting it and I'm saying I'm buying here, this is for me. I'm doing it. Okay. So I mean, again, I talked about this last week at App 11 at 374 ish, and I said, hey, if we hold this line, it might be a good time to go long. Look at that, 374. $100 move, more than $100 move. Guess what? We've been doing it again. So I alerted my Discord. That was actually the play in my Discord that I showed you earlier, basically, the $200 win. I bought some leveraged app shares here at I think it was like 385, honestly, and we're sitting at 404. So, $200, $300, depending on when you bought, we're looking good. So if you just take those into consideration and you look at these levels, I mean, you would have found yourself in a good position. Another one really, really quick is Microsoft. I said this a couple weeks. I actually did miss this one. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit there and say that I got it, but I did chart it, but I forgot about it. There's a gap to fill from April of 2025. We filled the gap finally, and look at what happened right when we filled the gap. Sorry about the big arrow. Once we filled this gap right here at 393, we filled the gap and we ran 2 days later, 3 days later to 423, a $30 move. If you would have bought calls, that was explosive. And guess what? Now we're back here again. So I'm thinking that maybe it might be time to calls if we can hold this line at 393 to go long to possibly come back here to 422. Okay, I think that could be a good trade again, as long as we hold that line. Okay, so again, let's see where the markets go. Let me just go back to the SPY chart really quick. This is what I'm looking at for tomorrow. Again, it is Wednesday, so depending on when you see this, it depends on when you see this. But what I'm looking for is basically for it to hold this support at 676, basically, and then this is resistance. Okay, so this is strong support at 676, and this is strong resistance at 695. Okay, so just remember those two levels, and that's basically it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.